'Cause I'm the new best thing. I'm the new best thing. Better than you've ever seen. I'm the new best thing. I'm gonna be the king. I bring that ching ching ching. Yeah, I'm the new best thing. I'm the new best thing.
Discover new Guinness Smooth. Perfectly balanced for a smooth, refreshing taste. New Guinness Smooth.
'Cause I'm the new best thing. I'm the new best thing. Better than you've ever seen. I'm the new best thing. I'm gonna be the king. I bring that ching ching ching. Yeah, I'm the new best thing. I'm the new best thing.
Mr. Kelvin Franklin, just to start things off right with a word of prayer.
Let us go to God in prayer. With God, you in your infinite wisdom, power, and mercy. You have given us the talent, the ability to produce, to sell. And so, God, we thank you for all the efforts that went into the production of this new brand in Smooth. We give you thanks for everyone in the preparatory work. And so, God, as we come to launch this new brand, we pray, oh God, that you will continue to bless us. And during these activities, dear Father, we ask and we invoke your presence among us. In Jesus' name we pray, thanks. Amen.
Amen. Okay, so the first person I'd like to welcome to the invisible podium is our marketing analyst, Seneca Patterson, just to do a few welcome remarks. Welcome her, please, as she comes.
Thank you, Kamal. A very pleasant good afternoon, especially invited guests, the media, customers, and the manager of the Limited. Thank you for being with us today. I'm here to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you. For over 37 years, the Sylvan Brewery Limited has had an extensive and an impressive portfolio of beverages, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. I want to recognize all the hardworking teams, the production team, the logistics team, the sales and marketing team, and all employees who have been working tirelessly behind the scenes to have this product ready for you, our customers and consumers. This wouldn't be possible without them. Our managers will now introduce and elaborate on the details of the product, planning, pricing, and innovations. Once more, welcome, and we do hope you have an undoubtedly enjoyable and smooth evening.
Yay! So this afternoon, we are very happy to have in our presence the country manager of the Sylvan Brewery Limited, Mrs. Shakira Williams, to give us her remarks. Please welcome her. She's already at the head table, so.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, good afternoon, everyone. It is my distinct pleasure to be here this afternoon. A joyous moment for us at the Sylvan Brewery Limited. I'll start by giving you a little story. In 1998, the world's best-selling mobile phone was what? Can any of you guess? The Nokia. In 2007, 50% of the phones that were sold in the world were actually from the Nokia brand. 6 years later, Nokia lost 90% of its market share, to the extent that in 2013 it sold because it could not survive anymore on its own. The reason that many have put forward for this is that Nokia did not embrace change. It did not adapt. It did not understand that people were looking for more. And this is a fatal mistake that many brands, many businesses make all around the world. And this is why I'm so happy today, because we are not making that mistake. As a company, we continuously evolve, we continue to grow, we continue to meet the demands of our consumers, and our consumers have been asking for more. So for the first time in over 50 years, Guinness as a brand has reinvented a new product. And that's a product that you are here to witness the uncapping of. We are keeping up with the changing times. Guinness has a special place in the hearts of Vincentians. For those of you who know me, I'm probably at the top of that. We all love Guinness, we know Guinness. Everything that Guinness does, Vincentians adore. But at the same time, whilst we want to preserve the original flavor, the original boldness of Guinness, we know that there's a new category of drinkers out there. There's a new category of consumers that's looking for something more. They want the boldness, but they want the boldness with a little bit more charisma. And so we are presenting a product that fits that desire. A product that appeals to both males and females and appeals to all age groups. Guinness Smooth, I will let Colin describe what it tastes like, but I will just hint to you, it is like no other. It, as I mentioned, it captures Guinness, the boldness, but it also has the chocolate, the coffee, flavors that are just immersive in their experience when you have a Guinness Smooth. It is what we call a well-balanced sophistication. But on top of that, we are in an environment where we are facing high inflation of everything. And what Guinness Smooth does is it brings the boldness, but also affordability, that our consumers can enjoy a product that they know it's sophisticated, but it's also affordable. So today, we are extremely excited to bring to you Guinness Smooth, the perfect balance of strength and smoothness. Rich, delicious, satisfying experience. We are here to give the consumers what they have been asking for. So before you leave, ensure that you enjoy a Guinness Smooth with me. Thank you.
I feel like that deserves a woo woo. All right, so the next person who's going to speak a little bit with you is our our plant manager, and he is going to speak with you about the production of Guinness Smooth, Mr. Colin Huskinson. Give him a welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before I begin, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our distinguished brewmaster, Miss Monique Bailey.
I feel like she deserves a woo woo.
Monique and her team have done a fantastic job, and they have received accolades from Guinness headquarters for how great this product is that we're producing here at St. Vincent Brewery. So let me tell you something about Guinness Smooth and how we produce it. First of all, like everything else we produce at St. Vincent Brewery, Guinness is made from the finest quality ingredients. We use the finest malt, the best hops, and you all know St. Vincent and the Grenadines has really good water. And on top of that, we add our own treatment to make sure that Guinness Smooth has the best water in it. Now, in producing Guinness Smooth, it's a shorter production time than Guinness. So that allows us to meet our customer needs faster because there's a shorter turnaround time. Now, the taste of Guinness is something absolutely special. When you taste a Guinness, when you take that first sip this evening, the first thing of when you taste a Guinness Smooth, the first thing you're gonna notice is that if you're a Guinness drinker, it has all of the characteristics of a Guinness, but there's an extra smoothness on top of it. Now, flavor-wise, it's a chocolatey sweet flavor, so there's a perfect balance of bitter and sweet. And there's background hints of a roast character. I sound like if I'm describing wine. That is how fantastic this product is. Guinness Smooth is something for a connoisseur to consume. The mouthfeel of Guinness is smooth and creamy. And when you pour it into a glass, there's that creamy head to give it a fantastic finish. The other thing you'll notice is that Guinness Smooth has less alcohol than the Foreign Express Stout, which will appeal to that additional audience who are looking for something sweeter, milder, creamier, and more flavorful. Thanks.
Thank you, Colin. All right, the next person to speak with us would be Mr. Lamont Medica, and he's the commercial manager, and he will tell us a little bit more about the brand itself, and of course, it's about our marketing.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to be very short because after what Colin just said, I'm actually ready for my first Guinness Smooth. I'm sure everyone here is as well. Now, Guinness Smooth is our newest innovation at the Invincible Limited, and it offers a new, refreshing experience in the stout category. Perfect for persons looking for a new experience or persons looking to get themselves acquainted with stout products. Just as you come to expect bold activations and innovations from the Guinness brand, Guinness Smooth is not going to be any different. We're going to be out there, we're going to be showing your strong presence, and we're going to have bold, innovative, and exciting experiences for our consumers and customers alike. And one thing you could look out for very soon, this will be your first activation. In the next few days, actually, you will see or hear more about our smooth tour, which is something that I personally am looking forward to. In terms of the availability of the product, it will be officially available from this Invincible Limited from tomorrow morning. And by the end of the week, it should be in all of the major supermarkets and wholesalers, and hopefully have entire country coverage by the end of next week. So you can enjoy your Guinness Smooth at any outlet throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. As Shafi had mentioned earlier, it's going to be at an affordable price. It's actually going to be priced a bit lower than the Guinness Foreign Express shop that you're used to. The price will actually be $79.80. That's the case price from our trucks, and retailing at $5, which is, like I said before, just a bit under. So we know about the hard economic times, and we know everyone is looking for value, but we're not compromising on quality and the experience. You can expect all the same great flavors, same great taste, same great experiences that you're accustomed to from all of the products on the Single Super Limited.
Now, I don't know about you, but after hearing all of this, I am extremely thirsty. So, we now welcome members of the head table to do the official uncapping on the Guinness Smooth. Hold on. Yes, it must be done together, right? So everybody has their cap on, their opener on the cap, and it's on 3, not after 3. So it's 1, 2, 3 on cap. Woo! Cheers. I hope everybody got that. All right, so I don't think we have anything further to say about the product. So we now invite questions. If anyone has any comments or questions they'd like to address to the head table, you may do so now.
Yes, Robert Searchlight newspaper and also Reuters International. Miss London, putting up quite okay. Robertson Henry from Searchlight newspaper in St. Vincent and also Reuters International. Miss London, I'm putting a question to you. I did put to a businessman recently. Looking at the current economic climate, locally, regionally, and globally, and with Guinness, a global brand, coming up with a new product, what message is that sending to potential local and foreign investors?
Thank you for your question. The message that is sending in a very strong way, and one that we should all learn from, is that in times of uncertainty, We need to evolve, we need to change, and we need to adapt. We can't continue doing things the same old way. And so we are bringing forward a new product because times have changed. And as we would have mentioned, this product is meeting the needs of a new set of consumer, but also the needs of our present time where affordability is a real issue. And so we want to bring a product that is same sophistication, same level of quality, but it is more affordable. And so we think that we are doing what all businesses should be doing, adapting to your environment and ensuring that you're positioning not just for what is happening, but also the future.
With you back at the brewery, are you since you're back? Sorry, have you been seeing greater movement in the private sector in improving their product, not just your competitors locally, but also regionally and in the same breath? Guinness as a local brand, will Guinness Smooth be available in other islands?
Miss Thomas asked if I ever left. Technically, I haven't, right? I can't speak to all businesses. I could perhaps just speak on the business environment. And as I said, over the last 2, 3 years, it's been really challenging for a number of businesses. And what I've seen is resilience. As Caribbean businesses, I've seen a lot of businesses being resilient, and I've also seen a lot of businesses participating in the community, ensuring that as a community, we rebound from what we were going through during the COVID period. So I want to congratulate all businesses for that. Notwithstanding, some businesses would have suffered tremendously, and there's now hope that there is a period for recovery. We are seeing that. We are seeing the tourism industry across the region rebounding. We are seeing cruise ships coming back to our shores. So there is recovery, but it will take some time. Our business is one that was severely impacted across the region because, as you know, COVID-19 was antisocial, and our products are mainly social products. And so we did take a big hit, but at the end of the day, as a business, we adapted. Our people were very resilient, very much interested in what was going on in the community, but also maintained their loyalty to the business. And we stayed on top of what we needed to stay on top so that we could continue to grow. Um, but not every business has been like us. But at the same time, we want to recognize that it was a difficult period for a number of businesses, and not all businesses survived, but we are resilient people. We are from the Caribbean. We've been through far worse, and I don't have to say what. And we survived, and COVID-19 has nothing on us. We will survive.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jolene Cruikshank. I'm here on behalf of Boom, SPG, and IKTV. First of all, let me say congratulations on the uncapping of Guinness Smooth. I wish you all the best. Um, One question after listening to the description of how your drink is crafted, right? Do you have any kind of fears of your Guinness Smooth, should I say, outperforming the Vitamalt or replacing it?
When you introduce a new product, the risk is always there that it will take some consumers from your other products in your portfolio. So it is a real risk. But at the same time, one of the beauties of our business is that we meet different consumer needs. We meet different segments. And so Vitamalt, for example, is about vitality. Vitamalt is a non-alcoholic beverage. And so there's a consumer. Waiting for the truck. There's a consumer demographic that fits Vitamalt. I thought you would ask if Guinness Smooth would cannibalize Guinness. That's what I thought you were going to ask. It is a real risk, even in our calculations, we do consider that. But what we have seen across the region where we have launched Guinness Smooth is that the Guinness drinkers come out bolder to protect their Guinness. And so Guinness has maintained its market share, it continues to do very well. And Guinness Smooth now recruits new drinkers who may not be able to manage the boldness of Guinness, but at the same time, a non-alcoholic beverage is not what they're looking for, and Guinness gives them that balance. And so you now have a new segment being very much attracted to Guinness Smooth. And Guinness Smooth has been able to carve its way into the market and open up a whole new segment. We have no doubt that it would be any different in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We know St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the people love Guinness. The Guinness drinkers are going to continue to love Guinness. But those who kind of appreciate it but not too sure, but Vitamalt, not too sure, they need a little buzz, try it, you'll tell me.
Any other questions?
The alcohol content is 5%. And the Guinness for an extra stout is 7.5%.
Do we have any other questions? Okay. So since there are no further questions, yeah?
Not to take over, but it would be remiss of me if I didn't recognize the staff of the St. Vincent Brewery for bringing this product to the market. It was a long and tedious journey. First, Monique, who is our brew mistress. Can you believe the person who makes all our product is her? Yes, she's right there.
I feel like Monique deserves a real round of applause.
A lot of people don't know that our brew mistress is a woman. And then we have an amazing plant manager who is able to pull everything together and really support the supply team in ensuring that when we scored for Guinness Smooth, it was almost flawless. And this is a score that was done by Diageo in Ireland, who ranked us against everyone else. Our score was almost perfect for Guinness Smooth. So our team here, we should be very proud as Vincentians of the team of Guinness Smooth. And of course, they're handing it over to the commercial team to ensure that every consumer who desires that balance, as I mentioned, of smoothness and sophistication, that they will have access to it. So I'm going to wish the commercial team all the best. You've done a fantastic job today with the launch. And I hear there's a party after. Hope that you're staying to enjoy. Drink responsibly. But to the commercial team, the onus is now on you to continue to do what you've been doing over the last couple of years in revamping our brands and growing our volumes in St. Vincent and growing our loyal consumers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So thank you, Ramon, for your continued dedication, and to your team. I charge you to ensure that everyone can enjoy Guinness Smooth the way they're supposed to. So I just wanted to say that.
Okay, so are there any other comments? Any other questions? Okay, so we have a taker right here.
This one is for Miss London. We have seen many businesses set up. Some have become fly by night, their products, even the brand names. And very few of them have taken up their corporate responsibility seriously. The brewery we know through the Hiron brand sponsors football and some other events. Will Guinness become a responsible citizen and look at injecting some finance / investment in sports? Or should I even maybe pinpoint and ask the brewery through Guinness to assist one or two sportsmen and or women in this country when one takes into consideration the depth of talent that exists at the primary school level for starters. Thank you.
Very long question. I hope I remember all of it. But good question. It's important for us to establish that the St. Vincent Brewery Limited, we are part of a global beverage company called ABI. And at ABI, we have a purpose. Our purpose is our purpose is what we call Cheers to the Future. And part of that is not just about shares for our business, but it's about a shared prosperity with our communities. And so at Vincent Brewery Limited, coming out of our ABI culture, we strongly believe in supporting the community. It may not be the brands that you are mentioning, for example, because we have to be careful from a corporate responsibility alignment. So we can't align alcohol with children, for example, and you mentioned kids and football. But as a business, it is a core principle for us that when we operate in a country, in any place, that we take the responsibility of the community seriously. We are citizens of the community, and so we respect that by supporting initiatives that drive not just economic growth, but also social growth that drives the development of the people, that drives persons. When we look at the health, for example, under COVID, we were there, we were front and center, and we will continue to take that responsibility seriously. And so you mentioned just a few things of what this Vincent Brewery Limited does, but we do a whole lot more. We are invested in sports, in culture, in community development, the full works. So introducing a new brand and you supporting this new brand just enables us to invest even further in our community.
All right. So at this time, I'd like to thank everyone for taking time out of their busy schedules to be with us today. And we now invite you downstairs for some refreshment. And of course, some samplings of the smooth. So just make your way downstairs and be refreshed. Thank you once again, everyone.
We're here with Country Head, Miss London, on the launch of our Guinness, not our, but your Guinness Smooth, because it belongs to all of us.
Yes.
And this has been something that you've had in the works for a while. Could you tell us about the process and how that must have been so taunting, especially now in this time?
Today, after 2 years in the making, lots of testing, lots of ensuring that we have the right time, we are comfortable and we are confident that it's the right time for this product to come to the market. And we're really happy today about this.
Let me ask you something. You talked about testing. Did you do any kind of, I know in marketing, you would have probably had some tasting going on before you actually launched the product. Did you do that? And what kind of feedback did you get?
it's standard for us to ensure that that we're giving the consumers what they want. We obviously started with the global feedback because it's not a product that's unique to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's a product that I mentioned has been released in different countries prior to this. And so we got feedback from that and learnings. And then for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we did various market testing, which would include tastings. The feedback has been phenomenal. Persons enjoy the richness of this product. They enjoy the balance of the sweetness and the bitterness. It's a great product that brings a lot of unique flavors together in a delicious way.
I heard the description of Guinness Smooth, and let me ask you, I'm thinking it's the female version of Guinness. Is that it? Is it? Do you think it'll be more catered to women?
It's both men and women. The Guinness drinker likes boldness, and as you know, Guinness.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, yes, we do. Guinness has that bitterness, and not a lot of people would be able to appreciate. It has its core drinker, they're loyal, and once you drink a Guinness, you enjoy it and you stick to it. It's hard to go to anything else once you're a Guinness drinker. But the market is much bigger than just the Guinness drinkers. And so we have to cater to a growing market. We have to cater to persons who are looking for something else. So this balances the quality that we're accustomed to with Guinness. It balances that bold flavor that we're accustomed to with Guinness with a little bit more charisma to it, a softness to it.
See, that's
the
why I thought. That's why I thought that. So we're not going to label it as the female
Not
version.
at all. No.
Okay.
Male will appreciate it as well as female.
And it's basically catering to those who can't hold their liquor with the Guinness, the full Guinness.
It's more catering to people who want to have a drink in a social setting, and they're not looking necessarily to become intoxicated. They just want to relax and have something to throw back on and feel comfortable with your friends. So it's a very social drink. It's one that you could enjoy in a lot, maybe more quantities than you could probably enjoy Guinness. But at the same time, it's one that you're not compromised on quality, you're not compromised on taste, and you're certainly not compromised on the boldness and the premiumness that Guinness has come to be known for.
Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to tasting Guinness Smooth. I haven't tried it yet. And let me just wish you all the best in the launching. When it really actually, could you just remind us, when is it going to be in stores again?
The media launches today, but it will be in stores from tomorrow, mainly the large retail and wholesale segment. And by the end of next week, we are expecting that all shops and bars across St. Vincent and the Grenadines will be carrying this product. If you don't carry it, you're going to miss out on a sale because people are going to ask for it. It's a product, it's new, it's exciting, and it's a new category of drinkers. And so we want to encourage all of our loyal customers to support this product.
One more question. I noticed the timing in which you've launched it. Why did you launch it closer to the Christmas season? This one seemed pretty strategic too, but do you think that would have had a better reception?
Not really. Christmas is a very noisy time, and if persons know the brand Guinness, we don't do noise. We stand out. We're sophisticated. We're different, and so we carve ourselves out at a time that we think people would pay attention and take note. So yes, the beauty about that is persons will still get to enjoy it at Christmas time. But right now, we're the only ones stocking.
Thank you so much. We've been talking to Miss Shafia London, country head of the St. Vincent Brewery Limited, and good luck. Let's go try some Guinness Smooth. All right, guys, we're here with the brewmaster / brew mistress, Miss Monique Bailey. Thank you so much for talking with us. Now, as the brewmaster, I want you to give us a really blow me away with a description of this drink, Guinness Smooth.
Okay, so starting with the process, in the first instance, it goes with a lot of attention to details because it has more process than the normal Guinness, so you have to be very careful with it and keep your eye on the whole process. A lot of details, like I say. The bitterness for this product is way less than the normal Guinness. So is the alcohol. It's 5%. This Guinness, when you taste it, is well, it the chocolatey flavor, the chocolate aroma, the roasted aroma, that just goes to you, and the taste just keeps you coming back for more. So it's smooth, as it says, creamy, and enticing to anyone who wants to drink.
It's actually all those things, I'm telling you.
Real.
When you were giving this task, right? When you heard this is what we want to do, um, we want to make something that people who don't really like too much alcohol, but don't want anything too sweet. We want to make something for them, and this is what we're gonna do. Initially, what did you think? Did you think the task was really daunting, or you figure, you know what, I got this?
Okay, so this Guinness is franchised, right? So we have the recipe is from Guinness. They tell us what they want, and then we just formulate and exercise based on their specifications. So we had to do trials
Okay.
in the first case and send the samples overseas in order to pass and reach this stage. We did the trials; they were successful, and now we're at this point.
Did you mess up at any time? Like say, oh my God, we got to do this over.
Well, we had 3 trials, and we had to await the results from the Ireland before we get the final permission to do it.
Okay.
So with that final permission, then we got this on the board. The reviews from the Diageo, I can say, is which is the franchise holder. We scored sensory of near perfect. Scores maximum 10. We scored 10 and 9 for our trials. So almost perfect product.
And as the brewmaster, how did you feel about that? Like, how did that make you feel?
When we heard that, okay, you have the permission, it was like a big uproar in the team. We have a very committed team. They couldn't wait for the results because it was nights of checking, making sure we get this right.
What would happen
Yeah.
if you didn't like? You said you have to watch it all the time, the
Yeah.
whole process. What will happen if like you didn't watch it for an hour? Let's just say.
Okay, so we it would lose the profile.
Explain that. To
Okay,
our
so
audience.
if we didn't watch it and monitor it as we should, then we could lose the whole taste of the product.
Okay.
So you have to capture it at a certain time. Yeah.
And is that it'll taste horrible?
No, it wouldn't
won't
taste
have any
horrible.
taste at all.
No, it
It's
wouldn't
just that
taste
you
horrible.
won't
It would
get-
not fit this profile of the
Okay.
Guinness Smooth. You would get a different taste altogether.
That is scary, and that's it. Sounds like round the clock work.
Yes,
You
it
know,
was. Yes, because it's a
constant.
trial, so you just need to monitor to make sure we get this right. Right. So
What was the feedback? What was the feedback like?
downstairs.
Yeah.
So far, so good. Yeah. A lot of persons like the feel, the mouth feel, the taste. They could drink it and drink it. So sounds good so far. Yeah.
All right. I want to thank you so much for talking to us, Miss Brewmaster. You have officially lost that name. Here tonight, you're the brew mistress. That's what everybody's calling you. Thank you so much. And congratulations on Guinness Smooth. So far, what I've seen downstairs, everybody seems to like it. Everybody has a different opinion on what stands out, what flavor stands out most in it. But what they do agree on, that is definitely smooth, and it is really different compared to the its brother version, the Guinness, you know? So thank you so much and enjoy your night.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure talking to you, and it's a pleasure producing quality drinks at Sylvian's Brewery, including Guinness Smooth, #1.
All right, guys, we are here at Guinness Smooth launching, and I'm here with, you wouldn't believe it, none other than Miss SVG 2022, Miss Jada Ross. Girl, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Listen, it is so good to see you. We weren't able to snatch you up before, but we have you now. And I have to ask you before we get into the Guinness Smooth, how are you feeling? How has it been since you've become Miss SVG?
It's been pretty smooth.
I love that.
I mean, honestly, it hasn't, but I decided to use that pun in there. I'm very sorry.
Very
I'm having a great experience so far. Know that person's like know me, they see me on the street, like strangers, and they come to me like, "Hi, Jada, I enjoyed your talent so much. I enjoyed your performance. You were great," and that makes me want to cry and like tear up every single time I hear it. So thank you to everybody that's been supporting me thus far.
Now, we were talking about how the Guinness Smooth is compared to, the original Guinness, the more manly, strong, rough, rugged Guinness. What do you think about it?
Wow. Well, I definitely would describe the actual Guinness with those adjectives. Like, I'm sorry to anybody that's offended by that. I personally just feel like Guinness, like regular Guinness, is like a malt or something that's been abandoned, so it's not very great. But this, I never thought to myself that I would enjoy anything with the name Guinness in it after I've had the actual one, and this is amazing. Like I'm exercising a lot of constraint to not gulp it down. It's
So
like
you
that
took the
good.
risk, and you're glad you took that risk.
I'm absolutely happy I took this risk, honestly, because I was skeptical. Like as I walked inside, I saw my fellow contestant Shannon. She's like, "It's amazing. You definitely need to try it." And I'm like, "I'll think about it." I mean, I tried it and it's really, really great. So I'm urging
What are you tasting
everybody.
most? What are you tasting most in it? We heard the flavors that they describe, the combos that are in it, right? Don't let that influence you. When you taste it, what comes out at you?
Well, up until just now, it just tasted like like a malt without sugar, but like I'm tasting like an undertone of coffee. Like I feel like I want to have this at 6 in the morning right before I go to work. I'm joking.
You better be.
But yeah, I think I'm having like a strong coffee undertone, and I'm liking it. It tastes like like an energy drink almost, like it has in caffeine. But
Yeah,
it's good.
There's
There's a
coffee
bit,
in it.
yeah.
There's coffee in it.
So yeah,
So you
I'm
love
loving
it.
it.
How much would you rate it? How much would you give it? On a
I'm
scale
not
of
an
5?
I'm not an alcohol person, but on a scale of 1 to 5, if I were an alcohol person thinking like an alcoholic, they might say 6.
And to new people who would think about trying it, especially those who don't really like a lot of alcohol, what would you tell them?
Don't knock it until you try it. Don't be like me, at least. But definitely, just say purchasing one and then trying it out. It's there's nothing worse that could happen than you not liking it. So just give it a shot.
Yes, and it's definitely smooth. I've had it. I was amazed. For real, I thought it was gonna be a bit maltish on a real listening to the description, but I'm tasting an orange chocolate coffee flavor. That's what pops out to me. It's really smooth.
Your taste
You
buds are
know,
working.
I'm telling you, I'm a Guinness person and I love coffee, so I would definitely taste that. So for me, it gets a 5, especially if you're not really into the strong alcohol.
Yeah.
That's not me, but for those of you who aren't, for me it gets a 5.
Hey, Race, it's a
It-
6 out of 5, man. It's that good, like literally.
Okay,
Broke the scale
I have
completely.
to stay on scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to stay on scale. All right, Jada, thank you so much for talking with us, and all the best. I know you're probably off to, is it college or university?
University.
Oh my gosh, you must be so, I don't know, excited, anxious right now.
Well, my life is going to change a bit, so I'm a bit more anxious than anything else. But taking it one day at a time and just maintaining faith.
That's awesome. All right, thank you so much.
Cause I'm the new best thing. I'm the new best thing. Better than you've ever seen. I'm the new best thing. I'm gonna be the king. I bring that ching ching ching. Yeah, I'm the new best thing. I'm the new best thing.
Discover new Guinness Smooth. Perfectly balanced for a smooth, refreshing taste. New Guinness Smooth.